Hey guys, this is Sir Mars and you are watching Lectures ni Sir Mars. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell for video updates.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in the last video, we tackled the concept of Venn diagram. We solved example problems using the conventional method by drawing a Venn diagram and using that diagram to solve the problem. In this video, I will teach you a different technique where you do not need to construct a Venn diagram to solve the problem. Again, you do not need to draw a Venn diagram to solve a Venn diagram problem. Actually, the conventional method we used in the last video is easy. However, it is only easy when the number of sets is 3 or less. If the number of sets is at least 4, the method may not be a good idea to use. This technique I will teach you in this video can solve even if the number of sets is at least 4, and it can solve the problem much faster than the ordinary method I discussed in the last video. So this can be very useful, especially in board exams where the time is limited. So we will solve the same problem as in the last video, but using a different method. So this method is called the plus-minus technique. So let us now answer the example problem number 1. In a school, a number of students are randomly selected to be surveyed on their favorite beverage. Survey results are 140 students like tea, 120 students like coffee, and 80 students like both tea and coffee. How many students like at least one of the beverages? So let us now solve this problem. So here, we have two sets. The first is tea and the second is coffee. So we need to first list all the given values per number of set combinations. I mean, we need to list all the values for the combination of one set, combination of two sets, the combination of three sets, and so on. So let's do it. For example, in this problem, the number of students who like tea is 140, while for the coffee, that is 120. So this is the list for each single set. So again, we only have two sets, tea and coffee. So for students who like tea only, so there are for students who like tea, there are 140, and for the students who like coffee, there are 120. So, moreover, for both tea and coffee, there are 80 students who like both. So, this is the combination of two sets. Okay, so again, this is the combination of one set, this is a combination of two sets. So, here, we separate the list of combinations for single set from the list of combinations of the two. No? If there is a list for combinations of 3, we need to separate the list 2. So next, we need to add all the values in every group. So we have to add this. This is the combination of one set, and we need to add this. So for 140 and 120, we have to sum that up, and of course, we have to sum this up. Obviously, no, this is only a single combination of 2. Okay. So the sum of 140 and 120 is 260, and the sum of 80 is 80. Okay? So now this is important, guys, no? We need to alternately assign plus and minus signs for these numbers. So we start with the upper sum and we assign that as plus, and then we assign the next one with minus, and then plus and minus, and so on and so forth. So again, we assign plus and minus signs starting with plus alternately. Okay, so this is why we call this technique the plus and minus technique. So again, we assign plus, we assign minus, and then the final step is to add these numbers considering the assigned plus and minus values. Okay, so then we will now have our answer. So 260 minus 80, that is 180 students. So in other words, the answer here is letter D, that is 180. So we have arrived at the same answer when we solved it using the conventional method in the last video. Isn't it easy, guys? Let us now solve the second problem. That is, an engineering professor surveyed his students regarding their favorite subjects. The following information was gathered. 60 students prefer algebra, 50 students like calculus, and 45 students like physics. 30 students enjoy both algebra and calculus, 25 students enjoy both calculus and physics, and 20 students enjoy both algebra and physics. Only 15 students enjoy all three subjects equally. So what was the total number of students responded to the survey? So here, we have three sets. So the first is algebra, the second is calculus, and the third is physics. So again, we have three sets here. So we are talking about the answers of those students regarding the survey as to which is their favorite subject. So there are three subjects mentioned: the algebra, the calculus, and the physics. So what we need to do first is we need to list all the values for the combinations of one set, the combinations of two sets, then the combinations of three sets. Okay? So according to the problem, the number of students who prefer algebra is 60. For calculus, that is 50. Okay? And for physics, that is 45. So this is a group of the combinations of single sets. Okay? Then we have to group another combinations which is for the two sets. Okay, so for example, algebra and calculus, those students who responded that they like both algebra and calculus is 30, and students who liked calculus and physics are 25, and algebra and physics are 20. Then we also have to list students who responded that all three are their favorite subjects. So there are 15 students who said that they enjoy all three subjects. Okay, so after we listing these groups, okay, we have to sum this up. Okay, so 60 plus 50 plus 45 is 155. Then 30 plus 25 plus 20 is 75. Then of course 15. Okay. Next, we need to alternately assign the plus and minus signs for every number here. Okay. We always start again with plus and then minus and then plus and so on and so forth. Okay. So again, we apply the plus and minus signs alternately, starting with positive or plus. So take note that the question here is to find the total number of students who responded to the survey. So if there are if there are some students who do not enjoy any of the three subjects, we have to add that number, or we assign that number a plus regardless of whatever sign was assigned before that. No? That is because the total number of students who responded to the survey is the question asked here. So meaning even if the students do not like any of the subjects, they also responded to the survey. Okay, so now we need to total this considering the assigned sign. So 155 minus 75 plus 15 is 95 students. So from the choices, of course, letter C is the answer. So this is of course the same as the previous video's answer. So that's it, guys. What do you think of this technique? This technique will be very helpful for problems with 4 or more sets, because here, take note that we do not need to draw the Venn diagram, which can become more complicated when the number of sets is 4 or more. Plus, the technique is very fast and accurate. So speaking of a problem with 4 sets, why don't you try this problem and see for yourself? The answer is in the video description below.
If this lecture has helped you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, you can comment below or send your questions to my Facebook page, Lectures ni Sir Mars. I will paste the link in the video description. You can also download the PDF of my lectures and PDF references for civil engineering by visiting my site. The link is also in the video description. Thank you again, guys. Once again, this is Sir Mars, and see you in the next lecture.